Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a really powerful framework for managing your inner world. It's a method designed to guide you step by step toward a deeper sense of awareness and, ultimately, peace.
So, let's just start with a question that I think most of us can relate to. Do you ever feel like you're just along for the ride? Like your mind is in the driver's seat and you're just reacting to this nonstop stream of thoughts and emotions?
Well, if you said yes, you're not alone. That's pretty much the common human experience, right? Our minds just kind of operate on this default setting, running on old habits and past impressions, which leads to all these unconscious reactions. But what if? What if there was a way to navigate all that a little differently?
Yeah, so this state of being, living on autopilot, where we're just unconsciously swept away by every single thought, that is the exact problem that the POISE method is designed to solve.
Okay, so let's dive into the solution, and it's actually this really elegant and memorable acronym, POISE. Think of it as a practical tool for self-awareness, almost like an inner compass that helps you find the peace that, believe it or not, is already inside you.
First up, we've got P, and that stands for presence. This is the absolute foundation of everything. It's all about learning to just be present with whatever's happening inside of us right here, right now.
Next up is O, for Own Your Observer. Now this one is a huge shift. This is where you actually change your sense of identity from being the thought to being the one who watches the thought. It's a subtle but massive difference.
Then we have I for investigate the flow. This is where you really practice just witnessing the natural rhythm of your mind. You're not trying to grab onto things or push them away, you're just watching the flow.
And doing that leads us right to S, for spaciousness acknowledged. This is all about recognizing that constant, stable awareness that's always there, the space in which all of our thoughts and feelings come and go.
And finally, we have E, for embody peace. This is the really active step. This is where you learn to consciously and deliberately bring a state of peace into your everyday experience, completely changing how you respond to life's challenges.
Okay, so now that we've got the basic overview, let's really break this down. What does each of these 5 steps actually look like in practice?
So, presence, really, it's just about turning your attention inward. You're not there to judge anything or analyze it. Just think of it like you're sitting in a neutral observation deck, simply witnessing whatever thoughts and feelings decide to show up.
I love this metaphor because it illustrates the whole idea perfectly. Your thoughts, your emotions, all those sensations, they're just temporary clouds passing through this vast, clear sky of your awareness. You are the sky, not the weather that's passing through it.
And this, right here, this is the game changer. It's that crucial shift in identity. So instead of being totally fused with a feeling and saying, I am anxious, you own your observer. You create a little space, and you simply note, a thought of anxiety is present. You see the difference? You are not the anxiety, you're the one who sees it.
So this step is all about non-attachment. It's kind of like watching a river. You don't try to stop the water, you don't try to grab onto a leaf floating by, you just watch it all flow. The goal is to witness everything happening in your mind with that same kind of easy, non-attached awareness.
And here, you really begin to trust the space of consciousness itself. It doesn't matter how stormy the clouds of thought get, that sky of awareness is always stable, always unchanged. And recognizing this becomes your reliable inner foundation, a place of total stability you can always return to.
Okay, and this slide just brilliantly shows how to make this stuff practical. Instead of just reacting to things, you actively superimpose a quality you choose onto a challenge. So if anxiety pops up, you consciously embody a sense of universal well-being. If there's conflict, you embody peace. You see? You're literally transforming a reactive pattern into a conscious, chosen response.
All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but let's be real. How do you actually start applying this in the middle of a crazy busy day?
Well, the key is to just start small. You don't have to go on a 10-day silent retreat. Just try applying the POISE method while you're washing the dishes, or maybe during your commute. The goal is gentle, consistent practice. Remember, you're reconditioning patterns that have been running your whole life, so patience is absolutely essential.
And you're definitely going to face challenges. You'll feel sleepy, you'll get distracted. But the method teaches you to see these not as failures, but actually as opportunities. A thought of sleepiness? That's just another cloud to observe. A distraction? Awesome. That's just another chance to practice returning to the observer.
This is just the perfect mindset to have. You wouldn't expect to play a symphony on your first day with a violin, right?
You got to start with the scales. Progress here doesn't come from force. It comes from that consistent, gentle practice over time.
So, what's the ultimate transformation here? What is the fundamental shift that really happens when you practice poise consistently? This is so important to get. This isn't about achieving some perfectly empty, silent mind. That is not the goal. The goal is to fundamentally transform your relationship with your mind, so that whatever is happening in there no longer controls your actions or your state of being.
And we'll end with this final question, one that really gets to the very heart of why this practice matters so much. Just take a second and really consider it. How might your life actually change? What would shift for you? What new possibilities might open up? That's the journey POISE is inviting you to explore.